Okay, y'all, I want you to be able to see this. This water is very warm. Steam is going. It is boilingly hot. Where the jars break 9 times out of 10 is right there at the bottom. When you put the jars in, do not just set it in there straight. I know you're going to be tempted, but this is really a very helpful tip. Take your jar and turn it on its side and just barely lower that little jar in there, okay? You have to think, how many hundreds of times have these jars been used, and that glass, when it hits that hot surface right there on the bottom of the jar, it is tempted to break. So when I load my canner, it doesn't matter how you load it, but I always put them jars in at an angle. Go ahead and do the center one before you kind of get over here closer to you on the side, but just load it up and put every single jar in just barely on an angle. It's just a good tip. All right, lovelies, our canner is in here. The water is ready to go. It's in the bottom. All the jars are in there. We're going to put this lid on, okay? I've put the heat on high, okay? You got to have it on high. And the first thing that you're going to notice is this little guy is going to start making a whole bunch of racket and this is going to start letting out some steam. But this is the first step of what we're watching for. This will pop up and let us know that there is enough steam pressure in here that it has locked itself and the pressure is building. So step number 1, we're waiting for that guy to pop up, just like an old-timey turkey timer. Okay, so our pressure valve had popped up, just like a little turkey timer. And now we're waiting on this guy. You can start to see it. He's blowing steam. There, you can kind of see it a little better. But we're supposed to steam vent is what this is called. And basically, you just let this happen. Let the steam come out. Some recipes say 5 minutes. I usually give it about a minute or 2 minutes. And then that is where we actually apply our weight. So this is the weight that came with my machine. And it literally just sits on top of there just like that. Sometimes they sit sideways. It just kind of depends. But this is the weight is what actually starts making the gauge work and allowing pressure to build within the pot. So we're going to wait just another minute and then we're going to put that on there. Okay guys, it's really this simple. Put it on there. Now we wait. We're going to watch the gauge go up and we are going to get 10 to the number 10. That is 10 pounds of pressure. Your recipes in your recipe book is going to tell you how much pressure that you need to cook these at and what the time is. So for quart jars of green beans, we need to reach 10 pounds of pressure and we need to pressure can them for 25 minutes. If I was doing pints, the smaller size, it's 20 minutes. So that is why those cookbooks are so essential and very important, because that detailed information is given to you within the book. Okay, now my pressure has reached 10 pounds of pressure. I have gas heat. This is on high. If I turn my stove all the way down to the lowest setting, it will hold at this 10 pounds of pressure. Now is when you set your timer for the 25 minutes. And that's all we need to do. We need to watch and make sure that this doesn't go over to like 15 pounds of pressure. If it does, like my stove is on the lowest setting now. If it still is climbing and it reaches like to the 15 pounds of pressure, all I do is turn my stove off, let it cool off, get back to that 10 pounds of pressure, and then turn the stove back on to the lowest heat setting. So we're just regulating it here during this 25-minute time. I really want you guys just to listen. I want you to hear. I know you can hear the sound of the jars kind of jiggling and the sound of the weight, the kind of pressure. But y'all, it's not scary. It shouldn't sound like it's getting ready to blow up. It's sounding right. Okay, our pressure is down to 0 and the little nozzle has gone down. The pot is very hot. We're going to take the weight off We're going to open the pot, but not removing the lid. We're just going to crack it. It's very hot. And we're going to just allow that steam to come out on the side of this pot, just like that, for 5 minutes. Okay, so here we are. It's been a 5-minute time. We're going to take our jars out. And you can see that I'm putting them on a kitchen towel to let them completely cool. Will take hours for them to completely cool. But guys, that's it. Once they are cool, you remove the ring for storage. And y'all, that's it. You've got green beans for the next year. I love y'all.